Hi, welcome to the Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam, and I get the pleasure of doing your weekly reading. So I'm going to give you 4 spheres, I think they're called, to choose from, and you'll pick a pile, and it'll just be a short, quick little message that hopefully resonates with you. Remember, they are for the collective, so if it just doesn't resonate with you, try another one. If you want to listen to all 4, you can do that too. Whatever spirit guides you to do is what you should do. I'll give you your choices and then we'll get on with the readings. I will also use my personal deck that I've made that I've used before and people seem to like, so I'm going to do that again. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already subscribed, please do like, share, and enjoy. Here are your choices. All right, hello, group number 1. Let's see what card comes out for you. Got it? Wolf. All right. So wolf can mean a few things, but wolf is a predator. And it's also about fear, being in fear. So what spirit is bringing now is when we think there's something after us, something's going to come after us. We're going to be in fear all the time. One of the reasons we don't often use the word protection, like I need to protect myself. I'm going to protect myself because something might get me. Well, kind of that tells the universe, the energies, the things around that put you in a vibration of fear. It puts you in a vibration of victim. It puts you in a vibration where things then want to come and get you. So, of course, it's not always quite that dramatic. However, it's true. If you feel like you need to protect yourself, what you're doing is you're putting yourself in that vibration of being a victim and you're not going to get out of it. So don't do it. I guess that's what I want to say. Be careful. Only use the vibration of protection. Only throw up your shields or however you create your protection for yourself. Only do that when you absolutely know there's clear and present danger. Otherwise, set your boundaries. Bring your energy to that vibration of love and confidence. When you stand in love, when you stand in your own confidence, that's going to shield you. That's going to put that boundary out for those who you think are sort of out to get you or something you need to protect yourself from. And that is throughout every dimension. So stand in love, hold your boundaries, don't stand in protection mode. All right, that's it. If you like this reading, leave a comment. Please let me know how it landed with you, and we'll see you in the next one. Hello, number 2. Welcome. Let me just pick a card here. I think. Oh, yep, there's one. Skillfully acquired. It means stolen from. So let me sit with skillfully acquired. So have you, all right. So have you acquired something recently, or maybe not even recently, but it's sort of sort of going around in your head that you acquired something without, not from the best intentions, like you lied or you sort of played it up or you cried or you did something to sway someone else's opinion to receive something. You acted, you were a false flame, you presented yourself knowing that maybe you did something, you either have done something or there's something you want. I'm not sure. Again, this is collective, so it's different for each of you. But there was a time when you acquired something skillfully acquired, as the card reads, is skillfully acquired. And it wasn't from a place of truth. It wasn't from a place of honesty. You were standing in a place of ego. You were standing in a place of you don't care what someone else thought. You wanted to get out of something. You didn't want to be punished. You didn't want to be caught. Or there was just something that you wanted and you fooled another person. You acted. You get what I'm saying. I'm sure you all understand what I'm saying. So make amends for that is what I'm getting. Be honest. First, you have to be honest with yourself. When you're honest with yourself, you're honest with spirit. I mean, spirit always knows anyway. You're not fooling spirit at all. But get honest with yourself. Get honest with whomever this is that you sort of fooled, that you lied to, that you created a situation where they weren't going to see the truth, and you were standing in a lie. You were standing there, not in a great place. Make amends with yourself. If it's possible to make amends with that person, I would do that too. Accept what you've done. Don't do it from that place of dishonesty. Dishonesty erodes our self-love. All right. Let me know what you think of that reading. Put it down in the comments. Let me know how it landed with you, and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Number 3. Let's see what, oh, that card came fast. All right. Helmet. Ha. This is another sort of protection. So if you think of a helmet, you put a helmet on and it's to protect your brain, right? So this is, we already had one. I think it was the first one. So if you were drawn to the first one, the first reading, you might want to look at that one too. I'm just going to say that. This is about protecting your thoughts. Now, I don't often like the word protection because when we say protection, that puts us in victim mode, right? That puts us in that place of, oh, something's out to get me, and you're sort of in fear. However, with this situation with the helmet, what you're doing is you're protecting your thoughts. What's really coming through is you get nervous and you overshare. You tend to share too much. Maybe there's some wounding there that you try to make excuses for yourself really fast, or you just blurt things out. There's all sorts of reasons that we do that we overshare whatever's running through our brain, and that is also connected to wounding. So there's some emotion there and blah, you just sort of spit it out. And then you go, oh, why did I do that? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Sometimes you get that hit right away, or that feeling like, oh, why did I do that? Sometimes it's not for hours later. That's certainly trauma. So, or sometimes we agree to stuff. How many of you do this? Someone will ask you to do something and you'll immediately say, yeah, sure. And then later you regret it. Go, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I didn't want to do that. That's not what I wanted. But there was that moment that there's something within you. There's some wounding, there's some trauma around saying no, or just taking a moment just take a moment to say, can I think about that? And I'll get the answer to you soon. I want time for that. That's really what's coming through here is when that feeling of just eruption and just throwing out and just blah, whatever's in your brain, or sometimes you don't even realize it's happening until after it's happening. Your lesson here is to take time to think about it. It's okay to tell that person, I need time to think about it because I'm not sure. I'll get back to you. And this is going to take practice for a lot of you because a lot of you don't even realize you're doing it. It comes from trauma. It just slips out. Yes, okay, I'll do it. Oh, and then the regret comes later. This could also be you just get in that state of being anxious or excited that you're with certain people, or that person makes you feel comfortable. And so you just start blurting out everything that's in your mind. You start blurting out all of those things that later you wished you wouldn't have said. So if that's you, I would say you have some healing to do and take some time to really think about this, think about where that's coming from and the why, and take baby steps to heal that and to keep yourself from doing that. So you can get to the point where you can say, I'm going to think about it. I don't think I'm going to answer that right now, or whatever your verbiage is, and just say no. And that could be it too. No, thank you. No, thanks. So hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. On to the next. All right, this is number 4. Let's see what card comes up for you in number 4. Whoop, there it is. It kind of flew away. No factor. This is one of my favorite cards. No factor. I think this might have come up in one of my other readings as well. No factor. It says everything. No factor. Whatever is happening, whatever, typically this really comes into play when you're talking to other people, or let's say someone says something you don't like, does something rude or whatever, and you want to take it personal, or you do take it personal. Remind yourself that this is a no factor. It's a no factor. You got triggered by something someone said. That's partly it's their shit, and it's also it triggered you, and it shouldn't. There's no factor. That whatever that person said or that person did is no factor in your life. That whatever they said or did does not change who you are, does not make you a bad person, does not make you anything. It doesn't change you. It's no factor. There's no factor. This is one of my favorite sayings. As you know, we're on YouTube. You're watching here on YouTube. And occasionally, we don't get a lot of really bad comments, but there are times when we do. And Mari Lyn and I just go, no factor. That person's just trying to start something. That person's just being an ass. That person's just lonely or just vying to be heard or seen or something. We just make it a no factor. We don't reply. We don't say anything. That's on them. So no factor. Repeat that to yourself when you're around people who are trying to cause trouble, people who want to say something to you that isn't kind. Whatever that is for you, you can find your own place in your life to use the term no factor. All right. If this resonated with you, let me know down in the comments. And I thank you very much for joining me today. Bye.